Hi everybody, my name is Juan Francisco Rueda. I'm going to talk about how education has changed. Okay, I wrote a little speech about this and I'm going to explain it to you in a short time and I'm going to read it some things that I wrote. So, okay, how education has changed. How education has changed depends on how we look at education as whole. Over the years, it seems we learn almost the same materials, but how teachers impart knowledge to students is totally different from way back. Teachers are a lot more lenient or on students than they were 60 years ago, and back then education used to appear like a military camp, but in the last years it was a day camp. Evidently, the greatest change in education is in the incorporation of computers in the learning and education system. The new technology accessible to all teachers today and how they educate show us that the way teaching changed. Education evolved and made progress since in the 90s. Back in the 1930s, the use of record players, tape players, film strip or reel to reel projectors, radios, and televisions were common instruments that teachers used in their teaching lessons. Today, the, the teachers used computers in a dominating factor education. Okay, since it was created, a student could involve could improve could improve their way of learning in different ways. For example, students can do their own research on the internet through websites instructions. The use of blackboards, whiteboards, and chalk were replaced with smartphones, smart boards, LCD projectors, video streaming, and document scanners. The access to a Dynavox FM system machine supported students with ear impairments. This system helped the boost that hearing capability, so enabled students could learn at their own pace, being able to replay audio lectures or video clips. Not long ago, teachers would choose how to tutor their students. Today, there is a big difference since we have more guidelines that teachers must follow. In the early days of education in different places, corporal punishments existed. Now, this is a thing that of past as the student learned major ways of being corrected. On the other hand, state governments contributed in the betterment of the education systems. Before, some children could not go to schools due to their color of skin or social condition, as well as children with disabilities who could not participate in general education classes. But now parents can take their children to schools without discrimination of any matter. With the increase of population, academic institutions had to offer more selection of courses, schedules, and tutorings, which was very helpful for the students who could select the academic curriculum depending on their needs. Now everything changes with the coming of the pandemic. A new reality is the truth, and students must be much more organized, creative, disciplined, and must adapt to the idea of using the same environment to study and to live. Parents, babysitters, parents, babysitters, aunts, uncles, brothers and sisters, and even grandparents are now involved in education. Internet is not only the future. It is another member of the family.